Hey, hey, hey. Just getting myself ready here. Checking my connection. You are now live. Streaming live to the folks out there in the world. Woohoo! It's Friday, y'all. Normally, we'd be happy. We would be so ecstatic. No work, chilling out, go party. Has something changed? Is there something a bit different? You tell me. I can tell you what it is. COVID-19, people. COVID-19. It's scaring me. What is going on in this world? Okay, let's break it down. So, there's this new virus, a pandemic. It's taken over. If we go with Trump's version, it's a Chinese virus. That is prejudicial. Please do not follow Trump. He got issues. This virus has no respecter of persons, okay? This virus is saying, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you good. We have to be careful. First of all, they said, wash your hands. Well, you know my thoughts on that from the other week. You should have been washing your hands anyway. This should not be new. Now they're saying, don't touch your face. Lord, that's the bit that's scaring me. But let's just keep this real. How can we really be sensible about this? You know, COVID-19 is a new disease. It's a virus, but it wasn't here before. It's not like the flu where they have other strains so they could give you a vaccine. This is new. And the sad thing is we have to be sensible. We have to be smart, and we have to understand, okay, I love you, boo, but keep your distance. I remember when I was young, my mom used to tell me, stay at arm's length from people. Don't let them come close. And I'd be like, huh? Now, hello, I can hear you. You can shout. I don't need you to be close. It's crazy. You know, social distancing is real, you know, but one of the things that is concerning is the fact that it will isolate. So I have come up with some real foolproof positive plans, which I'm not going to share all with you today because this is just a little tantalizing tidbit of OMG Reviews. Oh, did I not introduce myself? Oh my gosh, I'm just jumping in. See, COVID got a girl messed up. Welcome to OMG Reviews. You're here with your host, Anonymous Thing, who is Blossom. That's my plug for the evening. So, what I'm saying is, we've got to be wise, we've got to be sensible. Sunday, which is OMG Reviews normal day, reason why I'm doing this special edition Friday is, one, I missed out on Sunday. I had a hospital procedure and was kind of busted. So I didn't want to kind of come on here looking all like Frankenstein with you. You know, just thinking about things and going through the week, I really thought, you know, everybody's so scared right now. You need something positive. And I know it sounds crazy in this time, what is positive, but there's still positive stuff. So I'm going to give you a prime example. There's a lot of memes going around, you know, don't be getting too close because I don't want to have to come to like all 27 baby showers in December because now you all was too close. This thing says social distances. There should be pillows and comforters in the middle of the bed. You on that side, you on that side. Better still, honey, you need to blow up a bed. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be touching. That's germs. Keep that stuff to yourself. You know, and they said it's in bodily fluids. Let's not get personal now. So at the end of the day, you don't want to be letting that stuff out. So we need to have social distances, but with class and kindness. So, you know, a prime example, one of the things I have decided, I'm not going to be locked up in my house like a house rat. And no, I'm not being defiant, but I need vitamin D. It is spring, y'all. That's the reason why I'm so excited. Went out this morning. Now, I thought I'd be the only human on the street. Foolish me. There was people taking their kids to school. There was people going to work. They were going on the bus and the tube. I said, not me. Could you imagine the subway right now? Or TFL? Germ zone. Not the place to be. Then some people had masks. Okay. So you keeping the germs inside of yourself? No. We're not going on there. No local transportation. Skip doodaloo. You better learn to carpool. Test a friend's ears. Check under your tongue. Do you have a high temperature? Have you got COVID-19? Okay, we can carpool. Because with a whole load of people, and then you going to sit at the front and I'm going to sit at the back. That's the way how we rolling. We're not being close. Windows open. We need fresh air. But anyway, I'm out there walking this morning and I'm like, I think this is one of the things we need. And they did say that you should go out and walk. I did feel sorry for people with dogs though. One day I was feeling a little bit foolish. When my daughter was small, I had a dog for her, and that was foolish. She said, I'm going to walk it. No, I ended up walking it. That's not me. So now I'm thinking of all these people in this time. They've got to walk these wild animals. Hello? You would be going out on your own lead by yourself. Go. Do your business, come home. Be like Lassie. Where smell. These people got to be out there walking anyway, but I'm a pleasant person, so I went and said, hey, good morning. You would have thought I was an alien. I mean, we know that the British people are miserable and grey, but come on now. They were scared, they were shook. I don't know what it was, but people were just like, I ain't feeling it. I'm not saying good morning. So that was kind of sad to me, but I thought I'm going to get up early. That wasn't early enough. That was at 8:15. And go walking. So I'm saying I'm going to have to get up at 6 or something. No later than 7. Be out there walking. Why? Because the air is fresh. It's cold. And that will allow the germs not to fluctuate. You're going to be cold anyway. So you're going to be wrapped up because it's still spring air. But that's actually good for you. That's opening up your lungs and allowing you to... Now, don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm some fit chick. Oh, no. I realized this morning how unfit I was, because by the time I came home, I thought I caught COVID-19 from the air. I was busted. But at the end of the day, we can't stay locked up inside, and especially for people with children, you cannot lock them up. Now, I have to say to my peeps in Florida, I don't know about that morning air, because I've been out walking with you guys in the morning and I'm still can't breathe. I feel like I'm like in Darth Vader or something with a thing on my head, because that is humid. But where you can get that cold air, that air where it's still chilly, that's where I suggest you walk. So, and if you have children, take those children out. It might be a pain first thing in the morning. Yes, it's cold, but then it's not gonna, attack you so much. And there won't be as much people. The reality was there wasn't as much people in the morning. Still too much for my liking, but there won't be as much people. If you can get out and just walk early, just 30 minutes a day, it will allow you to have real life fresh air, and trust me, it will save you from your kids. Now, I have to say, I think it's hilarious. Yesterday, I had the joy in sharing with a parent that that your baby's going to be home with you for 5 months. They say, huh? Let me help you. So all the schools in the UK closed today, Friday, the 20th of March. And schools in the UK do not close until July. This year they were meant to close like July 21st. So we were going to have a long extended Easter, 4 weeks. We could have done that. We could do 4 weeks. But now they're not going back to school until September. So let's count now, parents. We're in March, so April, May, June, July, August. Do we need to get out the holy water and the Hail Marys from now? Because you gonna be homeschooling for five months. Anyway, that's why on Sunday I'm gonna get tips for you, because I don't want you to suffer. I don't want you to feel the pain, because it's gonna be painful, y'all. 5 months with y'all gremlins. You see, when we was teaching them and you lot were thinking, oh, the teachers just don't know what they're doing, we're unfit. You gonna see today. 5 months with your little darlings. Anyway, putting that aside, I got some great tips for you on Sunday, so you can also get those, helping you on best educational tips, proper schedules, having a routine, working alongside with your young people and children when you are working from home, those of you that are privileged enough to be able to do that. And I say it's a privilege because we have to look at our frontline workers, all our medical professionals, NHS, everywhere around the world. You guys, I applaud you. Yeah, I respect you. We appreciate you, because without you, we'd all be keeling over right now. They are experiencing this pandemic frontline firsthand. You cough, you're going on to them. They've got to, help keep you. Oh my gosh, when I think about it, when I read the article again today about how when they have to ventilate you and then also siphon off the fluid off your lungs, because that's when it gets that bad. These medical professionals are trying to save our lives, but they're putting their lives in danger too. So please, please, please appreciate them, and all these different businesses that are trying to support them, giving them like free coffee, helping them with snacks, different things like this to try and keep them going. Please continue to do the great stuff that you're doing, because we need our medical professionals. Also, I wanted to say about isolation, our people that we have out here, there's no reason for people to be isolated. There's many of us that have unlimited call plans. Please pick, even if it's 5 people, phone 5 people, text them for the texters. I'm a texter. I will text you. I love you. How are you? Da-da-da. Also, I suppose I could be being lazy, because it means I can actually speak to 5 people at once and not have to do all that. Yeah, it's still love. I'm showing love to you. I'm texting you. Be grateful. Anyway, so, you could text and speak to people, let them know that you love them. Continue to touch base with people, video call. I mean, WhatsApp video, iPhone, I don't know about iPhone, but FaceTime, that's the thing, because I don't use iPhone. You've got so many different platforms that you can use to stay in touch. This is a time no one needs to feel isolated. And I have to pick up Netflix. Netflix has come with Netflix group, what they call it? But they think they're slick though. You can't do Netflix something on your phone though. I'll tell you that much. You can do Netflix, what's it called? Let me tell you what's it called. Hold on. What's it called? Netflix party. There you go. You can have a party with Netflix. You and your peeps can watch a movie together and talk about it in the chat. But you have to be on a desktop or a laptop computer. They're not stupid. Not on the phones. So that's going to make you actually pay attention. So, at the end of the day, this is a way forward where you can still hang out in a way and have fun with your family. Also, I wanted to bust you a joke, because France did a survey last week, and the survey was to see on how many people wash their hands. But you can't think how many people that they said wash their hands in France when they finished on a toilet. 2 out of 10. Do you see my face? Let me do that face again. Excuse me? 2 out of 10 people wash their hands? They must have lost their mind. That's just nasty. How can you not wash your hands when you finish in the bathroom, in the toilet, I don't even have to go over the different names. You got issues. There is no way you should not be washing your hands when you go to the toilet. So, to the French, get it together. Sort out that mess. That's disgusting. And that's what I'm saying on that. Then, we got our Lizzie on lockdown. Our dear Queen Elizabeth II has been taken to Windsor Castle. Why? Because there's more fresh air. She can wrap up with the corgis, and there's more staff there. Because the staff in Buckingham Palace in London have said, yeah, laters, we're gone, mate. We ain't coming there. So she's had to go to Windsor Castle. So also there's some kind of crazy, thing saying that Prince Philip has demise, but they don't want to tell us because they don't want to upset us, because it's gonna upset us, at such a time as this. I don't believe that. I don't think we're gonna be upset. We might be sad, but I don't think we're gonna be upset. I think we'll be just fine. We'll be okay. It's okay. We'll be cool. I think so. But I will. What about you? So yes, so Lizzie is actually at Windsor. She'll be in her bubble, because trust me, she ain't gonna be worried about getting looked after like you and me. But this is my let's talk about our stars for this week. Let's not end this week without the stars. So we got Tom Hanks, we got Idris Elba, all of these people. Idris Elba, even though he's sick, he still look fine. Forgive me, Father. Anyway, because they got money, well, Idris Elba didn't look like he was in that, but because they have money, they've gone to these hotels and stuff, and they're isolating themselves 5-star. How do you do that? How do you isolate 5-star? How that work? Anyway, they there in their hotel getting all the treatment. That's not fair. That's not cool. There's people out here suffering, struggling, who can't even afford to go and get tested. Come on, people. Let's start to be thinking more wisely. And why can't they go home? What, they don't want to infect their house, but they want to infect the hotel? Or they just don't want to be on their own because they know that their servants or the people that work for them ain't going to be there. So they still want to be in a hotel where someone can look after them. Come on now. Get a grip. So to all our rich and famous out there, please don't just think about yourselves. Please do think of others and try and share some of the love. That's that. Then my favorite one is our dear Pontiff, Pope Benedict. Now, I don't know many of you that if you haven't got Catholic parents, but my gran was Catholic and my gran was staunch. And my gran, Easter was one of the best times for her. When I say this woman lived for Easter and she wanted to watch the Pope's talk for the whole week, and she wanted to go, she went House of Lords to, you know, what do you call it? So she could go to the holy water and get, you get healing in the holy water. So I was reading in an article, it's been from last week, but then I read and confirmed today because the Vatican, they had a meeting yesterday. They have decided they can't change Easter. Huh? Change Easter? What are you talking about? Now, unless I got this wrong, when someone dies, that's it. That's the day. Now we have a risen Savior. Amen. Okay? So he rose again on the Sunday. Now, I'm already confused with this twisting. 1 minute Easter's in April, next minute Easter's in March. So that's already confusion. But the fact that you could think that you wanted to maybe move Easter, reschedule it, put Easter Sunday, Good Friday to, what, July maybe? Come on, people. Let's not get this twisted. Leave the little bit of religious sanctity alone. And then my favorite is our dear Pope is going to do Easter viral. He is going to still be in the Vatican and he is going to have service, but with no people. It will just be streamed live. Because you know what? Even though he is close to God, because remember, we're supposed to pray and go to them for confession, he's scared too. So I'm wondering where the connection is. That means I don't need you. I can just talk to him upstairs by myself. Because if you scared, there's no hope for me. And then I was looking at it really. I thought about people like Mother Teresa, Gandhi. I feel in this time, they would be still out there doing something. Those people were deep. So I'm going to pray that at this time, we get people like that are still willing to just go out there and still do for our people. Sadly, there will always be risk, but they will still be willing to love on our communities. And that's something that we're going to talk about on Sunday as well. Loving on our communities, you know, making sure that we're still meeting the different communities' needs. One thing I want you to think about tonight and this weekend as you all buckle down in your homes, who is looking out for our homeless people? Where are our homeless people going to be isolated? Inside. They're already isolated outside. They're already isolated. They're there by themselves. Sometimes they huddle together, but it's not that much. What are they going to do at this time? Let's think about that. That's real. Then we've also got to look at, you know, parents with special needs kids, people with disabilities. Oh, so remember I was at the hospital 2 weeks ago and the woman was coughing and losing her mind. So after I read this article today, I'm really freaked out. To all my lupus and rheumatoid arthritis sufferers, I am begging you to be wise. If the virus gets to you, to me, to us, we will be on the fight of our lives. The fight that we will have to fight because our immune is suppressed already is crazy. So we really have to be protective. And that also goes for people out there that are being self-centered. And some of you are selfish. Oh, you think you're healthy and strong. They were showing reports from the gym. People are in the gym full, all sweat, everything. And they said that the virus has gone through bodily fluids and sweat. Ugh. You're in the gym. People pack up in the supermarket, pack up. I mean, come on, people. How much toilet roll can you use? Unless you know your food don't taste good, so you know your belly's going to run. Let's be realistic. Everybody have a little bumsy. Stop it. Share. You're being disgusting. You know, too many videos of shops, empty shelves, this. Come on, people. Let's think about others. So what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, especially for those with disabilities and immune systems that are not as strong as everybody else, please, for all you strong ones, please, for all of you that can do, that think that you can just catch the, coronavirus and it's just going to be like a really bad flu, we can't. That's the reality. We can't. I came from my walk this morning and I think I must have coughed one because I couldn't blink and breathe. Let me tell you something. I was shook. I ran. I was squeezing up the lemons again, squeezing lemons. Put my honey, drinking. Oh, Lord have mercy, save me, deliver me. Plead the blood of Jesus. No, Lord, no, COVID-19. I'm praying. I'm not even going to pretend. Because the issue is, it's not you getting the disease. It's if you survive it. And I'm just like, when I read that you're drowning and I'm like, no, that's not for me. No. I know my limitations. So I'm just praying and begging the Father. I also want to say there are people that we know in our community, especially in our church community. I am praying for the love of Jesus and his comfort over you, because you've got loved ones that have been lost. And then on top of it, we've got loved ones that we have that have contracted it. Lord, I want you to cover those people and let them come through this. This too shall pass. Please, please, please. So all I'm saying to you is that let's be a little bit more wise in what we're doing, in how we treat people around us. Remember your neighbors as well. I mean, I've even, the mail, I'm not even playing. My mail came through today and it's staying there. I'm not picking that up. It's waiting 12 hours till the virus is gone. I'm spraying. You'll see on Sunday, I'll show you all the stuff that I got in the house. And I'm just like, Lord, people shouldn't be living like this. But at the end of the day, it's about protecting yourself. I'm concerned for my mom. And I mean, I love my mom, but you gotta stay in your house. I'm not with you. I love my daughter and my grandbabies. No, I love you. Stay in yours. I went and visited them all yesterday. That was my last day. Everybody had the last day. Was at work yesterday. Family visit yesterday. I'm done. I'm staying inside. If you want to see me, video call me, chat. Because I need to protect myself. And it's not about, I'm not being selfish. I've got to be wise. Because I know I maybe not be as strong as the next person. So please, as I said, all my lupus and RA sufferers and any other disabilities, whether it's from asthma and, sickle cell and COPD, all kinds of stuff, please, please, please just take care of yourselves and be wise with how you do things. Actually, you would not believe, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to come on today, it's International Happiness Day. So we've got COVID-19, a pandemic, and it's International Happiness Day. Well, come on, y'all. Let's be happy. No, listen. Do you know what is so crazy? This is the time where all those stuff you said you wanted to do it. So that means if you were going to write a book, get writing. If you wanted to start making and writing some songs, get songwriting. Get singing, if you said that you were going to start learning to knit, if you were going to, I don't know, whatever it is that you have been putting off, hey, everybody's house needs to clean. It's spring cleaning. This is the time. We ain't got no excuse. You can clean one window a day. You got time. You're going to be able to rotate. You know, you can clean you can clean the living room, the dining room, this. I can't talk because I got a whole load of work I need to do in my house. So, you know, going through this time and time again, you can start the things this year now on lockdown that you said you were going to do. Don't waste this precious time sadly complaining, saying, oh my gosh, I wish this, I wish that. What you do is you do the stuff you was always looking to do, that you can, where you are. Look after yourselves, you know, get active. If you were gonna, that's another drama. I feel that there's people out there that feel that they're gonna get fat because they're gonna be on lockdown and COVID-19. It's a lie. Because you know why? You get excited for the first few days. Because yesterday I must have lost my mind. I must have ate 3 slices of bread and it was harder bread. Lord forgive me. That's why I had to make sure I had to walk this morning, because this ain't it's not the one. I'm fabulous and fit, but I don't want to be that big. Then we had you know, I think we're gonna start losing weight because we're gonna have to be on rations. They're gonna be locking us down. They're talking about some places 12 weeks lockdown, all kind of things. So this is the time that you learn, you know, meal proportions and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So, you know, we can do this. We can get through this together. If we come together as a people, as a nation, we can get through this together. No one has to feel isolated. No one has to be alone. We can do this. Yes, yes, we can. Together. Yes, we can. So on Sunday, I'm going to give you guys some really great tips on how to set your scheduled routine. I want to give some shout outs today. Actually, one of them is to Abigail. She's one of these beautiful young ladies. She's a primary elementary teacher. She's offering to support parents if they need help with their children's schoolwork in that age group. There's also other teachers that I know that are helping, and I'm going to give you a lot of tips education wise on Sunday and send out routines. So if you want to hit me up, I can send you some information. There's amazing, you know, people are trying to help. So you've got online bookstores and audio books that are giving free books for children to help for, and hey, reading now is the time to read. You know them books that you had growing up? I'm gonna read that. Here's the time. Get reading, expand your mind. You know, so that's really good. So they've got a lot of online educational software programs and different things like this. So we'll talk about that because I'll have a look at them and see some of the best ones for you that you can use. And then even for many of you that were interested in different stuff for yourself, I mean, there's a lot of podcasts out there. There's TED Talks, you know, different things like that. So you don't have to feel isolated and that you've got nothing to do and that you can be bored. Pace yourself. Don't try and do everything all at once. But, you know, and hey, some of those movies that you wanted to watch, if you want to watch an old classic, go and do that. And you know what? It's never truer a thing. Time to talk to your creator is now. This is not a joke thing. People are losing their lives. It's time to talk to your creator. If you're one of them people that like to speak to the universe, I ain't knocking you. Speak to the darkness. I don't know how it's going to help you, but you do you. If you want to speak to your this, your that, or whatever, you do you. But this is the time to start really knowing who you are and getting to understand that even in this madness, that God is still in control. I actually wanted to read you a little bit of a devotional. What have I done with it now? You see, this is what happens when you're like me, you know, your head's not good. Because I had the devotional there. I was so blessed. Look, I find it. Okay, so he helps us get up, right? It said, but those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. I really love that scripture because I just love an eagle. I just think eagles are amazing. They're just one of the greatest birds that you have, and how they fly and they soar. And I find it entertaining how they treat their children. But at the end of the day, I connect with this. And it really made me think, that it says there are some seasons of life that leave us feeling like we are falling more than flying. I mean, that's so real. Could you imagine the families? One of my friends, Paula, she put out something and said there's a family of 7 or 8 and they've lost 3 members of the family this week to the coronavirus. Come on, people. If you know how serious these times are. And as it goes on in this, devotional, I'm not going to read it all to you, but it says, I felt stuck in discouragement and doom, like it was impossible to get up from all the feelings of defeat I was wrestling with. And then my guess is you too have had a season, whether long or short, that's made you feel like it was going to be difficult to get back up. Sometimes we wonder if our grief, disappointments or failures have pushed us to the point of no return, which is why today's key verse has become my anchor for the days ahead. And then she said she continues to read in Isaiah 40 verse 31. It's truly a promise with power. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. And as things keep happening, hard seasons bring questions. And just because we have questions doesn't necessarily mean we're questioning God. He creates a way for us to go up higher, or as the verse says, soar in the midst of it all. How? By waiting in trust for God to strengthen us through our sorrow. Now, this isn't necessarily a sitting still motion. It's a space where you fill our time with worship instead of worry. It's when we simply pray his promises when our words are hard to find in prayer. And it's how we reject our distress-filled doubt with the reality of who our God is. And this is hard in times like this. And I know there are families that be like, whatever. Do you know what we've lost? But at the end of the day, it says, each day when my heart starts to ache over the loss that I've experienced, I pull out Isaiah 40:31 and let this promise from God help me get back up. God will do the same for you. Wait and trust. Worship through the worry. Remember who your God is and find yourself experiencing a strength to carry on that only can come from heaven's throne. Oh boy. So dear God, thank you for meeting me in my darkest moments. Help me keep finding strength in the trust I have for you, and that you're there for me where you are. Amen. So truth for today is 2 Corinthians 4:8. We are pressed on every side by troubles, but we are not crushed, we are not perplexed, and we are not going to be driven to despair. And Psalms 84:7. Though they go from strength to strength till each appears before God in Zion. And I just thought that was so poignant to today with everything that is going on. So all I want to say to you as I close is that take heart. Today is International Happiness Day. As crazy as the world is, and with what is going on around us, just look at the smallest thing around you and say you are still blessed. Whether that's being stuck indoors with them kids that drive you crazy, but you're stuck indoors with those kids that God has blessed you with, that there's some people who don't have any. You stuck indoors with your husband or your wife. Oh my gosh, they're going to get on my nerves, but you have a husband or a wife. You're stuck indoors with your parents or whatever, but guess what? You still have parents. You're stuck indoors. You have a roof over your head. So please remember, there is still something to give God thanks for and to be happy. So I just wanted to share all of this with you this evening. Come and spend some time with me on Sunday. Sunday it will be between 8:30 and 9 o'clock again. I'm just trying to make sure, because I've got family in different places and they want to be on, so I'm trying not to, I don't want to make it too early. I'm sorry for my UK lot, because for them it might be a bit late, but I just want to send you God's blessings. I want you to know that you are still God's children. He loves you daily. He has not left you, but sadly this too shall pass. We just have to fight the good fight, and it means we have to unify and come together as a people. Because the reality is, if you want to get upstairs and go through them pearly gates, there's not going to be sections. There will not be division. There will not be Jews. There will not be Muslims. There will not be, because, well, this is the one that call it Allah section. This is the one for Jehovah. No. It's one kingdom. You better get it together, people. You better come together. You better throw all this different religion nonsense aside and come together as a nation. So I'm going to say peace and out. Enough love. Have a really great weekend. Remember, Sunday, OMG Reviews will be back. We'll be talking about top tips to spend your week, how to manage those children of yours, and to become a great homeschool parent, if that is you, and how to be a great working at home, if that's you. And for you and all of our medical professionals and receptionists and everybody on the front line, we applaud you. Thank you so much. So you guys have a great weekend, and I will touch bases with you guys tomorrow.